boxing gloves, the ultimate combination of protection and power. But have you ever stopped and wondered how these iconic gloves are actually made? Are knuckles safe, but behind every glove is a whole process of design, craftsmanship, and materials that make them so much more than just padded mitts. Are those articles claiming the process of making boxing gloves includes uncontrolled animal cruelty? In this video, we're diving deep into the creation of these everyday, yet essential tools in the world of boxing. By the end of this, you'll never look at your gloves the same way again. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your training buddies, because you'll want them to know all the secrets of the glove making process. Before we start talking about the modern miracle of boxing gloves, let's take a quick trip back in time. Boxing gloves, in one form or another, have been around for centuries. The ancient Greeks used leather strips tied around their hands and wrists for protection. Back then, these were called Himantes, and let's just say they were more about protecting the wrists than offering any kind of cushioning to the punches. So how did we go from leather strips to the high-tech gloves used by champions today, and what inspired the shift? Well, imagine trying to knock someone out with a hand wrapped in leather strips. It'd be more painful for you than for them. Jump forward to the 18th century when English boxing champion Jack Broughton decided that maybe having more protection for the hands would be a good idea. He introduced padded gloves in 1743, mainly to help his students practice without knocking each other's teeth out. At the time, they were filled with horsehair. Yeah, horsehair. If you ever wondered why it felt like a punch could feel soft but painful at the same time, well, now you know. The horsehair padding didn't do much for cushioning. It was all about the appearance and providing a tiny bit of protection. By the time the Queensberry rules came into play in the 19th century, gloves became mandatory in boxing matches. This was when boxing gloves truly began to look more like the ones we use today. And thank goodness for that, because have you ever tried to box with just bare knuckles? It's a good way to end up on the injured list pretty quickly. Boxing gloves aren't just tools for the sport, they become symbols of resilience, strength, and even art. From movies like Rocky to iconic posters of Muhammad Ali, boxing gloves represent much more than physical combat. Did you know that some famous fighters have had custom-designed gloves with complex patterns, team logos, or even their names embroidered on them? In some cultures, boxing gloves have been used as decorative items to symbolize victory and determination, adorning gyms and trophy rooms alike.